Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Blessed Mess podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about a few different things. It's fall, and I love fall. I mean, harvest season, the way the leaves change colors, it's just, I don't know. And I don't know if it's something about the sun, but it just kind of shines. Everything kind of looks like one of those Dutch chocolate or candy commercials where everything is just kind of gold and pretty. And I don't know. I love it. It makes me want to go out and buy clothes to my husband's great joy. No, but like every fall, I go crazy when it comes to like cardigans and, like mustardy colors and rust and I mean not rust on your car, but like, the color kind of rusty, just dark purples. I love it. And it's really, really inspiring to me. I love all the other seasons, but fall is just, it's always had a special place in my heart. And I guess I think we all, I mean, I know my sister, she's crazy about summer, but for me it's fall. What I really wanted to talk about today is, kind of ties into the, like how I generally tend to get like really, really inspired when it comes to fall and fall fashion and beauty. And I always color my hair in fall. I'm a redhead, but fall, it always makes me go, oh, leaves, they're pretty. And I want my hair to look like that. I don't know. It's silly, but it's fun. Um, and I don't think I'm the only girl or woman to think that it's that this kind of stuff is fun. But for a lot of us as well, it can be something we don't want to admit. Maybe that we do think that kind of stuff is fun, or that beauty does matter to us. And I think also because there's just some kind of stereotypical image of beauty. And I was outside Starbucks. Yes, there is a Starbucks in Stockholm, people. I was outside Starbucks the other day, and I think there was some conference or something going on, and there were all these corporate people, and I found it so fascinating. I was looking at them going, oh my goodness, it's like they're a different species, because I'm so not corporate, and I never will be. Same thing, like I go to the gym and I look at people and I go, wow, that's what sporty people look like. That's not me. but but I'm pretty darn special too. I think for a big, big chunk of my life, I felt really, really bad about my body and my self-image. I mean, both as a teenager hitting puberty with all the awkwardness and changes that entails. Personally, I've always had issues with my weight. Like, even when I wasn't ginormous, I thought I was. And I just think it's just one of those things that you kind of get a fixed idea in your head. And a big part of my self-image and my feelings of self-worth were tied up in that. And I mean, there's obviously more things than weight. For me, it was weight. For other people, it might be a feeling, a sense of maybe not being as smart as other people are, or like, okay, my hair doesn't look as great as everybody else's, or I don't know, like having skin issues. And I think a lot of times, it can stop us from feeling accepting and loving of ourselves. And it's really easy to just ignore and pretend that it doesn't matter, but it can really hold us back from pursuing life. I mean, like relationships and jobs. When I became pregnant with my first child, I gained about 100 pounds. And the exhaustion of becoming a new parent and the extra weight, which is weighty. I mean, it's heavy. I mean, seriously, you walk around with 100 extra pounds. It's, it makes you tired. And, I mean, combined with the limits of awesome plus size fashion, it made me feel really frumpy. I remember just feeling that I had just this sense of just losing me, what it was that was uniquely me. And going to church one day and meeting a friend, and I remember I looked at her and I was like, yeah, she's wearing earrings. I remember earrings. It was just, I mean, like, it felt so sad. It was like, yeah, I remember making an effort, and just really feeling that I'd lost myself. I mean, now I know that I'm still me. I always was me. I'm always going to be me, whatever size. But owning my own beauty, I don't know, acknowledging that it's important, as well as, it's an inward and outward beauty. And that whatever size I'm at, I can shine, in the unique beauty that God's given me. Beauty can be so painful. I mean, that's just one of those subjects that can really be hurtful for women. And especially in a world that just sort of screams that if you're past 23, you're past your prime. I remember going to dance. I studied musical theater when I was younger. And at the age of, trying to think here, 21, I was like the oldest in the class. Everybody else was like 18, 19. And it was like, yeah, Jessie's mature. Yeah, that's a laugh. No, but I mean, but seriously, there's such a fixation on youth, and I think you miss so much. I mean, I can honestly say that some of the most stunning women that I know are, plus sized or past the age of 65, or have any number of quirks, because we all do. But, if there's anything that I would really want to be the takeaway from this podcast, it's this. Every woman born into this world bears the fingerprint of a beautiful and stunning creator. I mean, we all do it in different ways, Nobody looks like their neighbor, I mean, and a lot of times we look at another woman. I mean, we all do. We all of us women, just admit it, we compare ourselves to each other. And sometimes when we get dressed up or something like that, it's so that we will sort of, feel good about ourselves also in the eyes of other women, because our self-worth can be so tied up in that. But don't forget to look at yourself and your beauty through God's eyes, Even when you're having one of those, okay, the baby just puked on me, why didn't I do laundry yesterday kind of days? You might not always see it, but embrace the fact that you're delighted in by the creator of all things. I mean, that's pretty huge, The same God that made countless of orchids and mountaintops and waterfalls and all kinds of stuff that were like, oh my goodness, that's pretty, or that's just amazing, that's mind-blowing. That very same God looks at you and goes, wow, that's my beloved. I mean, that's crazy, God delights in us. And I think when you can truly own that without being embarrassed by it, or pretending that it doesn't matter, that being pretty or being beautiful, inward and outward, doesn't matter. I don't care what other people think about me. I think when you can finally just embrace that it does matter, that's when you can really start loving yourself. And when you love yourself, that's when you can really, really start loving on other people. So that's what I really wanted to say today, is that whoever you are, whatever you look like, find your inner beauty, because everybody has it. Every single woman put on this planet is beautiful and has something that is just waiting to come out, you know. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next week, and peace out.